Power Rangers is the latest incarnation of a 1990s TV show, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which involves 5 teenagers finding some power coins in some rocks and having to band together to form a team. Now, the 1990s version was mega popular. It was really cheesy, but I enjoyed it immensely when I was a kid. I had everything from sticker albums, action figures. Yeah, it was really popular. I've made a previous video on the 1995 Power Rangers, the movie, so check that out if you want, guys. Now back to this movie. I really enjoyed it. It was real fun, real fun. It's kind of a cross. It's got a Breakfast Club kind of vibe to it, you know, for the first half of the film. It's pretty good acting in the film. I was really surprised at how good the actors who played the 5 teenagers were. Now I expected the likes of Elizabeth Banks and Bryan Cranston to be good, but I don't know any of the actors playing the main 5 teenagers, the main 5 Power Rangers, and I was quite impressed with their acting. The best one for me, the standout of the 5, was Billy, the Blue Ranger. Really enjoyed him, but overall, I liked all the kids. A lot's been said about Elizabeth Banks. I've seen some reviews saying that she's completely over the top and she's totally out of the film, and I can see that. I can see where people are coming from, but I liked the performance. I didn't mind it. You know, I expected. Well, I don't know what I expected, to be honest, but when you compare it to the Rita Repulsa from the 1990s, it's a hell of a lot better than that performance, which was completely cheesy and over the top. And yes, you know, I suppose there is scenes in the film that don't fit in a way. There's a lot of seriousness at the start of the film. It's more grittier than the show. There's jokes, you know. Don't get me wrong. There's jokes. It is funny, but there's more of a seriousness in the first half, and then they get the suits, and then it's like there's a part of the film where the old theme tune kicks in. Now, I thought to myself, it's a bit weird because the theme tune is Power Rangers, so it should be there, but it kind of doesn't fit the film when it does. It just like totally comes out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, because the music at that point, I think, from what I can remember, had been kind of serious, and then the Go Power Rangers theme kicks in, and it's like that kind of like doesn't fit the film, even though it should, because it's the Power Rangers theme. But yeah, you know, so I get people's opinions on Rita Repulsa, but like I said, I found Elizabeth Banks' performance to be fine, to be honest. I enjoyed Rita Repulsa. I like the different way they're taking the character in the movie. So that was quite interesting. Bryan Cranston as Zordon, I liked him. He's in it a little bit at the start, and then he comes in later on as the Zordon we know and love. And I enjoyed his performance again. You know, it's Bryan Cranston. I don't think I've seen anything that I haven't enjoyed him in, even like Malcolm in the Middle and things like that. So yeah, and interestingly, it was, you know, good to know that he'd voiced some monsters in the original show. So, you know, they brought him back as Zordon, which is really nice. And yeah, I liked him. In the series, Alpha 5 always annoyed me. He's ay, you know, the way he spoke and that, he always annoyed me in the show. But in this, I really liked Alpha 5. He's still got that kind of voice, but it's not as annoying now. He's voiced by Bill Hader, and yeah, he's not as annoying. He does still say like ay, but it's a little bit deeper and not as high pitched and just not as annoying. So yeah, I rather enjoyed Alpha 5, and yeah, like I said, the acting from the kids really good. I'm looking forward to any more sequels. You know, I know I've read somewhere that I think Aim Saban has said that they've like plotted out the story arc for 6 films. And it's like, wow, it certainly does. There's a mid-credits scene. I'm not going to tell you what it is or anything, but if you haven't seen the movie, stay through the credits. There's a mid-credit scene, and it kind of sets it up for a sequel in a way, which is quite interesting. And I did like the mid-credit scene as well. It brought a smile to my face. Now, there's not a lot of negatives I've got, to be honest, with this film. I did really enjoy it, but I think one of the slight disappointments with the film is there wasn't enough action with the Power Rangers. Once they get the suits, you know, there's a short action scene, and then it's like they're pretty much straight in the Zords. But there wasn't enough of the Power Rangers fighting like hand to hand and everything and using weapons. I don't think you see any weapons except for the Red Ranger's power sword, which actually comes out of his suit, which I did kind of really like. But yeah, you didn't see enough of the Power Rangers fighting hand to hand combat and that, which was slightly disappointing. I did like all the action with the Zords. What I did really like was it showed the Zords fighting individually before they joined together to form the Megazord, which I don't think you saw much of in the series. I don't actually remember like the Tyrannosaurus Zord and the Mastodon and everything actually fighting separately. But I did actually enjoy, you know, the different combos, like the Pink Ranger's Pterodactyl Zord picking up the Triceratops Zord and then dropping it onto Goldar, the monster. And I did like those action scenes. But yeah, my slight disappointment is that you didn't get enough of the Rangers fighting hand to hand. And it didn't really bother me during the film, to be honest. I thought it would have done it. It kind of bothered my friend who I went to go see it with. But for the most part, while they're all in the Zords, they've sort of like got the visors lifted up, so you see the faces. Now that's one of my bugbears during like superhero films, especially the Spider-Man films and stuff, is the fact that they always seem to have the hero with his mask off, which kind of annoys me when they do that. But for some reason, it didn't annoy me in this. Probably because like they were in the Zords and no one could actually see them through it. But you did get a little short scene with the Red Ranger saving someone, and the Red Ranger spoke to that person and his voice sounded pretty cool, and I wanted to see more of that. I wanted to see more of the Rangers out of the Zords and fighting and interacting and talking and stuff. But apart from that, I really enjoyed this movie. I do actually recommend going to see it, and I'm going to give it a rating of B. Yeah, like I said, really enjoyed this movie. You know, I don't know what sort of expectations I had, to be honest. From the trailers, I did like the look of the film, and I like the tone of the film. I like all the actors in it, especially the 5 main characters, which they're really good. They really impressed me in this and surprised me a lot. And yeah, if they do come up with any more sequels, I know they're planning 6, but if they come up with any more, you know, it does the box office numbers and they manage to get at least one more sequel, I can't wait. So yeah, guys, if you've seen the new Power Rangers movie, let me know down below what you think of it. What do you hope to see in any future sequels? Check out my other reviews. I've got a Guilty Pleasure movie review for the 1995 Power Rangers, the movie. Check that out. Check my other reviews out. Like and share my channel, guys. And remember, stay heroic.